Liechtenstein is a small, landlocked country in Europe located between Austria and Switzerland. It is one of the smallest countries in the world, with a total area of just 160 square kilometers and a population of approximately 39,000 people. The official language is German and the currency is the Swiss franc. The history of Liechtenstein dates back to the early 18th century, when the region was part of the Holy Roman Empire. The current ruling family, the House of Liechtenstein, came to power in 1719 and has remained in control ever since. Liechtenstein became a fully independent state in 1866, after the dissolution of the German Confederation. Despite its small size, Liechtenstein has a strong and diversified economy, with a focus on banking, manufacturing, and tourism. It is known for its low tax rates, which have attracted many businesses and wealthy individuals to the country. The financial sector accounts for a significant portion of the country's economy, with many banks and financial institutions headquartered in Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is also known for its beautiful scenery, with the majestic Alps providing a stunning backdrop for the country's picturesque villages and towns. Tourism is an important industry in Liechtenstein, with visitors drawn to the country's natural beauty and cultural attractions. The country has several museums, including the Liechtenstein National Museum, which showcases the history and culture of the region. Liechtenstein is a constitutional monarchy, with the Prince of Liechtenstein serving as the head of state. The country has a parliamentary system of government, with a unicameral legislature called the Landtag. The prince has the power to veto legislation, but this power is rarely used in practice. Geography: Liechtenstein is located in the heart of the Alps, and is a landlocked country with no access to the sea. It is bordered by Switzerland to the west and south, and by Austria to the east. The Rhine River forms the country's western border with Switzerland. Climate: Liechtenstein has a continental climate, with cold winters and warm summers. The weather can be unpredictable, with frequent rain and snowfall in the mountains. Culture: Liechtenstein has a rich cultural heritage, with a strong influence from its neighbors Austria and Switzerland. The country has a number of traditional festivals and celebrations throughout the year, including the Skåner Fastnacht, Carnival, and the Liechtenstein Alpenfest, Alpine Festival. Language: German is the official language of Liechtenstein, although many people also speak Swiss German or English. The country has a strong tradition of multilingualism, and many residents are fluent in several languages. Education: Liechtenstein has a highly educated population, with a strong emphasis on vocational training and apprenticeships. The country has a well-developed education system, with both public and private schools and a range of higher education institutions. Transportation: Liechtenstein has a modern and efficient transportation system, with good road and rail connections to Switzerland and Austria. The country also has a small airport in the capital city of Vaduz. Tourism: Liechtenstein is a popular tourist destination, attracting visitors with its stunning mountain scenery, picturesque villages, and rich cultural heritage. Popular tourist attractions include Vaduz Castle, the Gutenberg Castle, and the ski resort of Malbun. Government and politics: Liechtenstein is a constitutional monarchy, with the Prince of Liechtenstein serving as the head of state. The prince has limited powers and functions primarily as a ceremonial figure. The country has a parliamentary system of government, with a unicameral legislature called the Landtag. The Landtag consists of 25 members elected for a 4-year term. The Prime Minister is the head of government and is appointed by the prince. Economy: Liechtenstein has a prosperous and diversified economy, with a strong focus on banking, finance, and industry. The country has a highly skilled workforce and offers a business-friendly environment with low taxes and minimal regulations. The financial sector is a major contributor to the country's economy, with over 15 banks and financial institutions operating in the country. Liechtenstein is also a hub for private banking and wealth management. Sports: Liechtenstein has a strong sporting tradition, with particular emphasis on winter sports such as skiing and snowboarding. The country has produced several world-class athletes, including Olympic medalists Hani Wenzel and Tina Weerather. The country also has a national football team and participates in international competitions. Healthcare: Liechtenstein has a high-quality healthcare system, with both public and private healthcare providers. The country has a universal healthcare system, which provides access to basic medical care for all residents. The country has a high life expectancy and low infant mortality rate. Religion: Christianity is the dominant religion in Liechtenstein, with the majority of the population identifying as Roman Catholic. The country has a rich religious heritage, with many historic churches and monasteries. History: Liechtenstein has a long and complex history, dating back to the medieval period. The country was originally part of the Holy Roman Empire and was ruled by a series of feudal lords. In 1719, the territory was purchased by the Liechtenstein family, who named the country after themselves. In 1806, Liechtenstein became a sovereign state within the German Confederation. The country has remained neutral in international conflicts and has a long tradition of political and economic stability. Art and architecture: Liechtenstein has a rich artistic and architectural heritage, with many historic buildings and museums. The country is home to a number of art museums, including the Kunstmuseum Liechtenstein, which features contemporary art from around the world. The country is also known for its stunning architecture, with many historic buildings and castles, including Vaduz Castle, the official residence of the Prince of Liechtenstein. Cuisine: Liechtenstein has a diverse and flavorful cuisine, with a strong emphasis on traditional dishes and locally sourced ingredients. Popular dishes include Käsenapfel, a type of pasta with cheese, Riebel, a sweet dish made from cornmeal, and Käsnecker, a type of sausage. The country also has a number of local breweries and wineries. Nature: Liechtenstein is known for its stunning natural beauty, with a range of landscapes including mountains, forests, and rivers. The country has a number of hiking and cycling trails, as well as ski resorts for winter sports enthusiasts. The country is also home to a number of protected areas, including the Rugler Reet Nature Reserve and the Prince's Way hiking trail. Famous people: Liechtenstein has produced a number of famous individuals, including Olympic medalists Hanne Wenzel and Tina Wirather, as well as actor Hanno Koffeler and musician Emanuel Pichler. The country also has a number of notable historical figures, including Prince Johann I, who was instrumental in the country's transformation into a modern state in the 19th century. Language: the official language of Liechtenstein is German, which is spoken by the majority of the population. The country also has a small minority of speakers of Alemannic dialects, which are spoken in the eastern region of the country. Education: Liechtenstein has a well-developed education system, with free and compulsory education for all children between the ages of 6 and 15. The country has a high literacy rate and a strong emphasis on vocational education and training. The University of Liechtenstein, located in the capital city of Vaduz, offers undergraduate and graduate programs in business, architecture, and engineering. Transportation: Liechtenstein is a small country with a well-developed transportation infrastructure. The country has a network of well-maintained roads and highways, and public transportation options include buses and a train line that connects the country to neighboring Switzerland and Austria. The country also has a small airport, located in the town of Balzers, which is primarily used for private flights. Social welfare: Liechtenstein has a well-developed social welfare system, which provides support for those in need, including the elderly, disabled, and unemployed. The country has a high standard of living, with a low poverty rate and a strong emphasis on social cohesion and community development. Festivals and holidays: Liechtenstein has a number of festivals and holidays throughout the year, including National Day, 15th August, which celebrates the country's independence, and the Liechtenstein Music Festival, which features classical and contemporary music performances. The country also celebrates Christmas, Easter, and other Christian holidays, as well as the annual carnival celebration known as Fastnacht. Government: Liechtenstein is a constitutional monarchy with a parliamentary system of government. The country is ruled by a hereditary prince, currently Prince Hans Adam II, who has limited powers. The government is headed by a prime minister, who is appointed by the prince and approved by the parliament. The parliament is made up of 25 members, who are elected by popular vote every 4 years. Economy: Liechtenstein has a prosperous and diversified economy, with a strong emphasis on financial services, manufacturing, and tourism. The country has a low tax rate and a business-friendly environment, which has attracted many foreign companies to establish operations in the country. The financial sector is particularly important, with a large number of private banks and wealth management firms based in the country. Currency: Liechtenstein uses the Swiss franc as its official currency. The country has a customs and monetary union with Switzerland, which means that the two countries have a shared currency and a common external tariff. Sports: Liechtenstein has a strong tradition of winter sports, particularly alpine skiing. The country has produced a number of Olympic medalists in skiing, including Hani Wenzel and Tina Weerather. The country also has a national football team, which competes in international tournaments.